Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I bring you the best Light Bowgun meta build in the game. No, seriously, this thing's extremely powerful. The MAGNAMALO stepping shot style change. As this video analyzes the MAGNAMALO Light Bowgun and the best build for it. However, it does require you to have materials to style change to stepping shot. In fact, this is so powerful, someone was able to solo an 8-star Teostra with it. I'll actually do a video like that in the future, along when I max this thing out, just to show you how nuts this thing is. But this was actually the build I was talking about from a prior video weeks ago, so I already had this plan. If you thought of the same thing, great minds think alike. But yes, this build is extremely powerful, and it's insane just how good it is. I think it's the best, literally the best, in the game, as of right now for Light Bowguns. However, there are the build requirements. You need a grade 8 MAGNAMALO Light Bowgun, because grade 8 is the minimum style change, or preferably grade 10.5 or as high as you can get it. You need to be able to style change into stepping shot, which is parameter level 5, which requires 4 MAGNAMALO Riftborn R6 materials and 6 Wyvern Scare Stones, which are also rarity 6, along with evade reload armor pieces. I'll go over the build, don't worry, but look at this. If you're hot stuff, show this stuff. You see, I am maxing this out to grade 10.5. If you are credible and you want, I don't get why anybody else doesn't show this, here, literally from straight forge all the way to 10.5. In addition, here, again, you need to be able to upgrade it to at least level 5 so that you can change it to stepping style shot right here. Again, literally showing you everything. I have to show you, like, this is my content. I'm not using someone else's screen. This is me. This is all my materials. And I'm sadly using them all to get stepping shot. I'm just kidding. But here you go. Stepping shot. Okay to use this style. Bam. You are about to see some insane damage. And I'm going to show you how you can do it. But first, we're going to go over the best MAGNAMALO Light Bowgun build, baby, as this build maxes out Pursuit level 5. And here's the thing, Pursuit actually boosts artillery and cluster bomb damage when activated. With the built-in Part Breaker +1 and the one from the SPS armor, this build has Part Breaker level 4, allowing you to quickly activate Pursuit conditions. And evade reload is capped at 4 as cluster ammo maxes out at 2, so you don't need it at 5. And you must unlock Light Bowgun stepping shot style change from MAGNAMALO Light Bowgun in order for you to use this build. So make sure, just like you saw an example, you unlock it. Now to use this build, you need the Black Diablos helmet at grade 6, Espinas mail at grade 8, Somnicant Van Braces at grade 6, the Espinas coil at grade 8, and the Chatagabra Greaves at grade 6. Of course, like I mentioned, you need to have style change at grade 8 and have stepping shot unlocked. And preferably, you want a grade 10.5. Grade 8's okay up until you get to the point that you can upgrade it to 10.5. But you want to be able to max out as high as possible. Not just for 10.5, but also you want to be able to get your parameters as high as possible. So, dump all your ducks into this build. And moving on, we have the Pursuit damage before and after examples. So here we have evidence that Pursuit works with cluster and artillery ammo. Well, the first example is artillery. As you see here, Pursuit artillery example. Before it's 1240 and after it's 2996 with a 41% increase in damage. And next up, we have the Pursuit cluster example. Before it's 1767 and after it's 2562, which is a 69% increase in damage. A very nice number, by the way. You times that by 3, that's 7686 per cluster, because it's 3 shots when it spreads. Along with Part Breaker 4 from the Black Diablos helmet, Espinas Waist, and the MAGNAMALO weapon itself, you can quickly activate Pursuit like you see right here, or the monster's going to be blown to oblivion and just suffer an unfortunate end. And here's how you use the best Light Bowgun build. So you swipe in any direction to shoot ammo. Unload your normal ammo, then you reload when it's empty. So here you see it's empty, then you reload. Then you unload your artillery shots until you break apart, or you can keep spamming artillery shots. So you can either stay in artillery and spam that, or you can reload, as you see right here, and then go into cluster bombs, and then just straight up spam cluster bombs right after. The example one I showed right here, this is the example for going straight to cluster ammo. So you unload, reload, unload artillery, reload, and then you stay at cluster bomb by just continue to swipe until you blast it to oblivion. This second example right here is artillery ammo spam. It's still good, don't get me wrong. Like, if you want to go straight artillery, it's still great, but the cluster bomb ammo, if you watch the damage difference, it's just too dang good. So honestly, just go straight to cluster if you can. I would just, like, I'm going to say this in the tips video, you just want to use artillery to try to break apart. It's concentrated, and if you're really good at aiming, don't get me wrong, I look pretty dang good here, but honestly, I'm still practicing because this is a pain. But as you see, you're going to still be able to stun here, so going straight artillery actually isn't a bad idea. But again, cluster bomb, that's where you wanted to go through the most, at least until you break the part, and you can still stun with artillery ammo. Here's the thing, there are some expert tips. You aim at the floor when you're in close range. So you want to aim as close to the floor as possible, or at least at its feet. Depending on how large the target is. Because MAGNAMALO, as you see right here, is quite large, I'm aiming like close to its feet. Or you can just aim like you see at the floor to get that damage. Make sure angles are good though. Otherwise, you can aim as close to the middle / lower middle when you're in mid-range for the monster. Here's the example right here. I'm at mid-range. I'm aiming towards the middle. That should get you to that sweet spot to where you're still doing damage. But again, practice. Play with the angle as close to the floor as possible to maximize damage. I'm getting better at it. As you see right here, I've gotten a little bit of decent practice with it, but also MAGNAMALO is factually quite a large target, so it's a little easier to aim at MAGNAMALO right here. But again, just keep practicing. So practice, practice, practice. That's how you get better, and yeah, that's how you're going to become absolutely amazing. But again, aim close to the floor, in the middle, mid-range. And here's some other tips. Like I mentioned before, you can artillery ammo spam until you break apart and then go into cluster ammo or just straight to cluster ammo spam. An honest recommendation, you want to just go to the point where at least until you break apart just because artillery is accurate. Or you can like actually break it using cluster bombs. If you are going to go for the cluster bomb and break apart, like you see right here, aim for the general area. So I aim for the general area, which is the head, and that's able to break the part with MAGNASOM. So you could do either one. You could go straight cluster, then break part, or you can artillery break and then go cluster. And make sure you put all your parameter upgrades at 10, 15, and 20 into attack power. All attack power. I know people have had this question before, so yes, everything into attack power so that you increase your damage as much as possible because the MAGNAMALO Light Bowgun is raw. And affinity doesn't apply to cluster and artillery. With that being said, hopefully you have a ton of fun with this new super-powered Light Bowgun style change Light Bowgun build. In fact, they actually nerfed cluster as it doesn't spread as fast as before, but it's still ultra strong. And this one that I'm using, it's actually only at parameter level 5. It's grade 10.5, so it's maxed out, but it's only parameter 5, so it has the potential to do so much more damage. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for YouTube algorithm. I'm hoping you're having a ton of fun with this software you're using it already. If not, here you go. It is the most powerful Light Bowgun in the game as of right now and for the foreseeable future. So it's really good. I recommend you use it. It's amazing. Good luck on your grinds and your drops, and I will see y'all on the next video.